Backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Ulstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Ulstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud.
Bryson, Bryson.
All right, back here at Lisbon High School Gymnasium. Return trip back to the basketball game last night. Girls basketball versus Central Cass here tonight for triangular, quadrangular, whatever you want to call it tonight. Have Lisbon boys wrestling Carrington and Napoleon, and also Northern Cass wrestlers down here. And then also have on the girls' side, Lisbon girls wrestling West Fargo United, Carrington, Napoleon, and then I think also Northern Cass wrestlers down here as well. So our first duel tonight, boys duel tonight, will be the Lisbon Broncos versus the Napoleon Imperials. See Cruz Ranky getting ready over there for the Broncos to go out 106 pounds. The referees are out there right now. They're doing the coin flip to see who gets choice here in the period. So we do have a number of prelims also going on. We have the girls' duel going on at the same time. We'll try to be updated on the girls' duel, switch back and forth between the duels. We'll have another stream going here shortly once we get that set up for all the girls duels on a separate stream, and all the girls matches on a separate stream. Right now, we'll just use the one stream. Boys taking on Poland. Here for North Dakota Class B boys wrestling Region 1 matchup between the Napoleon Imperials and the Lisbon Broncos. Starting at 106 pounds is Dalton Feist wrestling for Napoleon, and Cruz Ranky for Lisbon. Dalton Feist currently #1 ranked wrestler, looking at either the Dakota Grappler and Indy Wrestle rankings for Class B. Cruiser Ranky sitting anywhere from 5th to honorable mention between the two. Just opening minutes here of this first period at 106 pounds. Ranky, a 7th grader for Lisbon. And Feist, a sophomore for the Napoleon Imperials. Calling Feist returning state placement. Ranky, the Feist shoots in on Ranky. Ranky counter tried to hit a goal behind. Now locked up with Feist. Feist has Ranky going over with a lat drop. He picks up 2 points for a takedown. So we will just update you on the dual scores. You can see the score clock there, the individual match score on the clock. So Feist leads 2-0. He's out. Now called a stalling. Has to return the wrestler down to the mat. So Feist called a stalling. If he doesn't do it again here, it could be dinged again. Now Feist going to the leg pass. Ranky in that forklift position, as we call it in Lisbon. Ranky staying with that forklift. Just trying to elevate. Has to elevate and then post up. And wrestlers call out of bounds with, oh, excuse me, I thought I heard a whistle. It's here on the other match. So we got our duel going on the girls' side. Opening minutes of that in third period. Now Feist has Ranky cradled up. Nice tight cradle on Ranky. Ranky's going to roll through. Down to 30 seconds. That's still a 2-0 match score. Dalton Feist did defeat Clues Ranky at the Central Castle at this tournament over the weekend by scoring 9-1. That was in the quarterfinals. Feist went on to win that tournament. Ranky and all. Ranky did not place. Got beat out in the blood round. By hand 6-pounder from Sisseton, tried to consistent them. Feist locked that cradle back up to turn 19. Anchor's going to hold out. It's the second period down 2-0. We got a foul over here in the glove meet. Looks like Shelton. Aurora Shelton wins by fall at 100 pounds. The girls, Lisbon girls versus the Carrington girls. And they go to 105 pounds. We're still at 106 pounds on the boys' side. A little bit. The girls' side reporting in as Romerman at 105 pounds. Spice secures 2 more points for a takedown. The Lisbon Broncos return 11 state qualifiers, 9 state place winners. Eli Lyons and Carter Wallner, 2 wrestlers on the team that did not place last year at state for the Broncos. Now Feist going, working a tight cradle, has that leg hooked on Ranky. He's up 5-0. Referee Scott Harvey gets down there for a closer look. Just a little bit of daylight after he's going to win by a call for Dalton Feist. Puts Napoleon up by a score of 6-0. Napoleon will go up 6-0. Start the duel.
Winner by fall, Dalton Feist.
Feist wins by a fall. Grayson Lyons going out for Lisbon. Here wrestling Schneider. Lincoln on the Lions wrestling Alexis Schneider. That's how that's there for the bowling going with Grayson and Leeds. Going on the girls' side, Shelton, Romerman going over to her back, and Reparty giving up a pin that would tie that goal up 6-6. That does. The Shelton goes down by fall in the first 30 minutes, so it's not in the pool. So tied that goal up 6-6 on the Wolves varsity duel. Lions and Schneider's. The Lions has their collar tie working the collar tie on Schneider. Schneider shoots in for a single leg. Almost had Lions going down. Now she doubles it up. No takedown given up by Grayson Lyons. Braden Sutherland going out for the Broncos in the girls' duel versus Carrington. Lions is down 2-0. Snyder will cut him loose. Two more points for a takedown, so Schneider now up 4-1. Goes immediately into a screwdriver, has Grayson Lyons going over, working for the foul now. Schneider's going to pick up a couple near fall. Two-point knife off, so Schneider did that by score 6-1 last 10 seconds of the first period. Another takedown given up over there by Sutherland. And then the girls' duel, that one's tied up 6-6. Napoleon needs this one to score 6-2. Looking on the Bears duel. And Sutherland, you go down to the end of that ball, so they're scoring now 12-6.
Winner, right?
12-6 score, but he goes up into Carrington, Lisbon girls' duel. Schneider picks up 2 more points. He's up now 8-1. Dual score is 6-0. So that'll leave Hansen going off for the Broncos at 115 pounds. Lions with 1 point escape in the second period. They're at 120 in the second period. So here at the Lisbon High School Gymnasium for triangular, quadrangular, a lot of exhibition matches here tonight. Now, one time those were to take place over in the Armory. We'll find out if those will have those at the end of this duel, at the end of the duels, or they will get a mat set up over in the Armory. So Schneider's going to pick up 2 more points. She's up 10-2 on Grayson Lyons. The wrestler's still checking in on that Carrington duel, so it looks like we're going to go to 120 maybe. They're under 30 seconds to go in the second period. Schneider's going to lock up an inside cradle on Lyons. Lyons tries to arm over. Schneider's going to have him go into his back now. Grayson Lyons looks both shoulders down by a lot there, and he goes down by foul. So Alexis Schneider wins by foul. We'll put the player by score of 12-0. So Scadberg going out for Carrington. Hansen for Lisbon on the girls' duel versus Carrington. Scadberg. Scadberg getting doubles it up. So she scores 2 points for a takedown. We got 120 pounds. Ryan England for Lisbon. Champion at the Central Cass Letterman's tournament. Last week, yeah. And Scadberg has Hansen going over to her back. Giving up near fall as Adeline Hansen here on the girls' duel. Scadberg, left shoulder, Hansen, just be up just a little bit. Didn't go down by foul. He ties it up, and the first shot now tied up 12-12. We're back over here on the boys duel versus Napoleon. Boys versus Napoleon. It's 12-0. Napoleon's up. Won the first two weight classes at 106 and 113. Ryan Ing out at 120 pounds. Scores 2 points for a takedown, so now it's 2-0 score. This would be Christopher Lebrand for Napoleon Wrestling. 120 Lilo be going up to Lisbon on the girls' team. Versus Peltier from Carrington. Well, Ang's going to pick up 2 points for a near fall off that tilt. Has a leg right in with the guillotine. Still has that wrist. He's going to roll through on it. He's going to pick up some near fall here at the end of the period. I'm trying to work for the call now and stretch those hips. Going to lock those hips and arms out down to 2 seconds. Be up 7-0 at the end of the first. Napoleon returning 2 state place winners from last year. They have Dalton Feist. Also Esslinger from Napoleon. Feist, 3rd place finisher at 106 pounds. And Esslinger placed 7th at 126 pounds. Ryan Ing returned state runner-up from at 106 pounds from a year ago. Picks up 2 points. He has an inside cradle locked up. He's just going to try to walk that slowly over, forehead in the mat, up on his toes. Applying that pressure and going to win by fall. So the 4-6 score. 12-6 dual score for Broncos. So we'll have that other feed hooked up here momentarily for the girls' duel. This going to come online. So let's stick between the 2 duels here for about the next 5 to 10 minutes. So Noah Anderson going out now for Lisbon, wrestling Bryce Schneider. So this is at 126 pounds. Gillespie is down 2-0 at 120 pounds on the side. Gillespie down 2-0. That's last 10 seconds of the first period. Noah Anderson right away goes out and secures takedown against Lebrand. He's up now 2-0. Anderson working another inside cradle. Got to throw that head in the hole, walks it over. A little bit tighter when you put that head in the hole. It brings that knee up to the head tighter. Still a little bit loose now, hooks the leg. Now 3 near fall, 1:10 to go in this first period. He's up now. Picked up 2 near fall, goes to a chin drop. They're working for the fall. No, Anderson still working to take one by fall. So no Anderson. Been 132 pounds between Fast and Wilson. Champion at a runner up last week at Santa Cast tournament. State place winners in a year ago. State wrestling also returned state place winner, placed 7th. 26 pounds off the weights and 110 pounds state place winner, placing 3rd. Waitson and Esslinger did meet up at the Santa Cast Waterman's tournament. Pretty even through the first 2.5, when cash money came out. and won by fall in the second period of the match at the Letterman's tournament. We got to tie it up over on the girls' mat over there now, 2-2 in the second period. They're tied up in the duel, 12-12. As we are tied up here in Lisbon versus Napoleon duel, all tied up at 12. We're at 132 pounds. Yeah, so he's going to shoot it. The weights and kind of a wizard. Porter Nelson going on now. He's going to come back underneath with an under over. Those double underhooks on Essen. Essen is going to keep that head buried in the mat. All weights and working front headlock. He gets scoring that ball. It's up 53 seconds to go in the first period. Just got up now 4-2 score over on girls go 125 with Gillespie and Peltier. Behind the clock here. It's just new obstacle when you're running this off the track wrestling clocks. We had 4 pins so far in this duel between Lisbon and Napoleon. Napoleon came out with pins at 106 and 113. Lisbon's answered back 120 and 126. Going into the second, Ladeson's Trace is going to pick down. They knotted up at 0. We're tied up 4-4. Bringing some of those girls to the Carrington. Gillespie has it tied up now 4-4 to Peltier. Working cradle goes to the cross face for Gillespie. You try to lock that head to knee. Your teammates telling Peltier to get up. Sometimes it's a lot easier said than done when you got somebody on you rubbing your face in the mat. 1-0 score over on the boys field with Rachel and wrestling. It's a 1-0 score. Rachel working the takedown. We got a minute to go in that period, in the second period. Gillespie still working that cross face. Coming out to the side, driving out. We got 20 seconds. Still into overtime. With no points, it's going to the last 20 seconds. And the Peltier getting up. Gets up. Gillespie takes it down. She's going to be called for blasting. James point now goes to Peltier for clasping. Get a stop. Clasper. Just the clasp. And Peltier is just starting her stand up. So she's up now 5-4. We should have that screen set up, I would say, for this girls' duel with Carrington and Lisbon. After this match, ready back over to the boys' duel and stay there for the rest of the duel. So that's the first 2 points. Gillespie's been ready for it. He ties it up. Gave Peltier the escape and then gets the takedown in the last 5 seconds to tie it up 6-6. Great match out of Gillespie and Peltier here at the girls' duel, tied up 6-6 going into overtime. The weights are now up by a score of 3-0 last seconds of that second period. 132 pounds. We're at 120 in the girls' duel. Roar Shelton came out. One guy bowed and then Josh Hurd match, 105 pound by Paul Sullivan. Ancient Plank and Finn back with the arm, 110 pounds in essence. Was just Stadberg. Stadberg took chance and now Gillespie to win in overtime. So 3 more points for the Broncos. Overtime by 3-6. And all 12-15 goal scored. The 3-0 score going for Cashton Waits in here. 12-12 tied up in the duel. Waitson's going to work around goal behind. He has 2 points, so now 5-0 on Esslinger. So 2 returning state place winners going into it. Esslinger placed 7th at 26. Waitson placed 3rd at 120 pounds last year. Waitson currently, according to a couple polls out there with Andy Russell and Go to Grappler, ranked number 1 at 132 pounds. And Esslinger ranked 4th according to Dakota Grappler.
The girl back first, using strong. Very healthy.
Like he has Hardbar hooked up on the near side. He's trying to dig that out. Now Esslinger gets a little bit of daylight there in the hips, but Waitson's just going to pull him back in. Chin drops him to the mat. Say looking for a foul. Now catching Waitson. He's going to pick up near foul. He's going to tighten this up. Scubo service to Matt and Waitson's going to run by Paul to the ankle. If you want there,
Kevin Shane Waitson, Lisbon.
Waitson wins by foul in the 3rd period. We come out with 18-12. Now we have Carter Wallner going out for the Broncos. So I believe this will be an open weight at 138. Mason Weigel, 45. So Eli wins. Broncos now up 24-12 with that open weight by Napoleon. Then Amos Romerman going out. The Broncos now going to 45 will be Eli Lyons. They're going to 152, so both wrestlers bumped up. Romerman went out and picked that forfeit at 45, so a 30-12 Google score. I don't know if Napoleon was hoping to avoid this. Now the Lion's going to go in double overhooks. He throws Waggle right to his back. Waggle has defeated Lions up the Central Cass Letterman's tournament, so that's a 5-point move. I don't know if he did count. Maybe he didn't get any near fall off of that. He's up 2-0 for Eli Lyons. The goal score now 36-21 in favor of Carrington over on that other mat. Waggle trying to power into it. You can get that leg away. Scores 1 point for an escape now. 2-1 score. You got 152 pounds, couple wrestlers bumping up and maxing up here at 182. Waggle trying to get goal behind on Lions. He's going to grab that crotch and steps over for 2 points. So now 3-2 score. The Lions came out like a ball of fire. Had those double underhooks. Waggle over, and Waggle's able to recover now. He's up 3-2. Your last 10 seconds. Waggle trying to dig out that wrist of Lions. Lions head down in the mat. Waggle laying on top of it. Gonna end the first period 3-2 score. It's Napoleon's choice. Napoleon defers.
On the girl, thanks for listening. Return. Sorry.
The line starts his second period on bottom. He's going to roll through. He's going to catch. Waggle's going to catch Lyons on that roll through. Tried to hit a Granby, and he's got caught. Just wasn't able to clear that arm. Waggle's up by score of 5-2. Mason Wagle, returning state qualifier for Napoleon. Eli Lyons, same returning state qualifier for the Lisbon Broncos.
What are our people on? They're turning
The thing for 52 pounds. Eli Lyons for the Broncos qualified at 126 for the state tournament last year. Now 5-3 score. Lyons with a nice elbow pass to roll by here. He's gonna try to go to head cradle. Still no points given up. So Lyons getting a little bit greedy. Should have settled into that and took the 2 points. He went to that head cradle, tried to throw Waggle over. Waggle stuffs that attempt. Lyons still in control here. Waggle up over the top. Lyons going to go into Waggle. We got a scramble. No points given up. Behind that camera, Lyons does have a cross face. And Waggle's going to power through and build up to his base. The last 20 seconds are going to start in the neutral position. No points given up there by Mason Waggle. So still 5-3 score, 30-12 dual score. And Lyons get that peek out. He's just got to get arm around the waist. Last 5 seconds. He grabs that leg. Arm around the waist, and he should have 2 points for Lyons at the end of the period. Looks like time may have been out on the clock. So 5-5. To have the towel tap of there. Time either expired or it was just the last tenths of a second in that period. So it's tied up 5-5. Waggle starting on the bottom. Lyons immediately goes into an armbar on Waggle, going to work on top. Waggle gets that far arm away and now going to the bar half. One thing right here is Lyons could just take that elbow and tuck it underneath his armpit and run around the head. Now he's going to go double it up. So he has Waggle doubled up. Lyons going to walk it around. Has Waggle going over. Waggle's going to give up near fall. We're at 152-pound matching up. Lyons has Waggle in trouble. He can settle in here. Going to keep both arms. Stretch it out, applying pressure on top. Waggle's got to fight for another minute and 10 seconds. Eli Lyons working for the ball now for the Lisbon Broncos. That left shoulder up just a little bit. Now goes to a half Nelson. He broke that double armbar and then throws in a half, but he still hasn't got his near fall yet. That shoulder looks flat from here. He's going to win by fall for Eli Lyons over Mason Waggle. A good
winner by
comeback win for Eli Lyons. Be 3 more points on the board for the Broncos.
160 pounds for Lisbon. Blaze Ranky. Fully open.
Blaze Ranky will pick up a forfeit.
170 pounds.
170.
One
green forfeit.
Napoleon opens.
48-12 dual score. So Eric Salazar will go out and wrestle Levi's film. Salazar originally was supposed to 3 now with Levi's film. And Salazar and Spem going at it. Levi's film for the Broncos. 4th place finisher at Centric Athletic tournament. Goes right to work, hits his cradle. He's going to then roll him over. So Sven rolls over Salazar. Didn't work for the follow here. Stretches out that hip. Shoulders up just by a little bit. Two by Sven, one by Pod. A minute 2 to go. That's great. 182 pounds.
Levi Clam.
Levi Sven, your winner. We'll have 2 more forfeits. Now we do have another match coming up. Drew Anderson will have a match here at 220. Wrestling Darren Gator. 195 also a forfeit. So Drew Anderson going out 195 to it. Devin Gator going out for Napoleon. Drew Anderson for Lisbon 195. Here we go. Anderson and Gator locked up. Body locked by Anderson. Gator has a headlock. You see who's going to win this battle. Oh, man to man out there. Anderson just trying to sit back. Gator still with that forward pressure. Now gets stepped into it. The wrestlers will break apart. Listen, has his own head and arm locked up at the edge of the mat. He'll pick up 2 points. Have near fall coming, so 2 near fall. Two near fall for Anderson. They get a restart, goes out of bounds. Little issue with the clock, so we'll go back. Got that clock issue, technical difficulty worked out. Here on our Bank North scoreboard, Lisbon leads us one by a score of 54-12. Drew Anderson out there for the Broncos. Wrestling Devin Gator from Napoleon. 195-pound matchup. Drew in the lineup normally 220-pounder. Gabe Lyons at 195. Start of the second period, Anderson picks bottom. He's up 4-0. Lisbon up 54-12. Hits a Peterson right away. We got a clasping on Gator. It'll be a 1 point for Anderson. Anderson gets that Peterson, hips into it, hip ties through. Now up on top, but that's quasi Saturday Night Ride. Working for some near fall. Getting a little bit too high now. He's going to go up 7-0. Gator's going to get up. Hey, Anderson still has that head, but Gator's going to score 2 points for a reversal. We got a full night of wrestling here at the Lisbon High School Gymnasium, home of the Lisbon Broncos. Lisbon, your 2022 North Dakota State dual champions, and also your Class B state individual champs. Broncos now have won 6 in a row state individual titles. Also won championships in 2008, 1983, and 1978. Napoleon also was 6 in a row. That's the most consecutive state title wins in a row, as far as I know, is 6 in a row in Napoleon and Lisbon. Anderson's up 10-2. The Gators working over the top of Anderson. Anderson working a little bit of hand control underneath. More fans filtering in from Carrington, now starting to fill up the stands. Street from Napoleon. The last 5 seconds of the second period, Drew Anderson will take a 10-2 lead into the third. 195-pound Lisbon versus Napoleon wrestling duel. Gator will choose neutral to start the third period. Anderson up 10-2. 54-12 duel score. Napoleon opened up the duel with their pin at 106 pounds with Dalton Weiss. Pinning Cruz Ranky, 113 pounds. Alexis Snyder over Grayson Lyons by a fall. Ryan Ang over Christopher Liebran by a fall for the Broncos. So Broncos answered back with their own pin. Wadeson over Daxton Esslinger by a fall. We have a rematch from the Central Cass Letterman's tournament, ending in the same result, 132 pounds. Excuse me. 120 pounds was Ryan Ang over Christopher Liebran. 126 was Noah Anderson over Esslinger. I gotta get this right. Bryce Schneider didn't flip down on him, so Anderson over Bryce Schneider. And Anderson out here on the mat. Drew Anderson has his headlock locked up. Looks pretty tight for Drew Anderson. He'll win by foul. To the duel. It will be a 60-12 final score. Along with forfeits now at 220 in heavyweight.
Two lines, lifting, fully open. And heavyweight, grand lines, fully open.
So 72-12 dual score with those two open weights at 220 and heavyweight.
212.
So 72-12 is your final here on your Bank North scoreboard. See, getting ready for another duel to start. Over on the girls' match, it's Carrington. So Carrington will take on West Fargo United. Broncos clearing the mat over here. On the boys' side. Stick around here for a little bit, see what's going on, but we can break away now. Break away for 30-second time. I'll come back, recap for duel, and talk about our players of the game. I'm back at 30.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
The friendly staff at Lamore Drugstore reminds you to stop by and find gifts for your loved ones during this holiday season, from giftware for men or women, and check out their toy selection for the kids. Lamore Drugstore delivers any day of the week upon request and will answer any general health questions you have, from school supplies, greeting cards, prescription requests, and a reminder you can get the flu shot as well at Lamore Drugstore, located in the center of Lamore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to lamoredrugstore.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
All right, welcome back to the Lisbon High School Gymnasium. Back here where the Lisbon Broncos defeated the Napoleon Imperials. The boys Class B regional duel tonight by a score of 72-12 up on our Bank North scoreboard. Bank North offers the traditional advanced products and services that keep you grounded and ahead of the curve in today's fast-paced world. Farming and ranching business, consumer banking and lending. You always be ahead in the right direction with Bank North. To learn more about Bank North, visit ibanknorth.com or stop by one of the locations today. So Enbridge Energy Player of the Game goes out to Eli Lyons from the Lisbon Broncos. So Enbridge Energy tomorrow is happening right now. Now more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowison.com. Enbridge, life takes energy. So Eli Lyons, Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, coming up with his ball for the Lisbon Broncos, bumping up to 152 foul. Actually, he and Wago both bumping up there with Lions earning that win by fall. That's a little bit of a revenge win for Lions, dropping that match in the Central Cass Letterman's tournament to Wago. So Eli Lions even that score now, one apiece head to head for Eli Lions. Your Enbridge Energy player of the team, and RDK Enterprises player of the game. RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton. They thank you for area growers for your trust in RDK Enterprises and planner experts. RDK Enterprises continue to invest in the education of their team members to provide the customer service you expect from your planner experts at RDK Enterprises. Always revisit the performance of your planners. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planner.com. So our RDK Enterprises player of the game, precision player of the game, goes to Alexis Schneider, earning her victory over Grayson Lyons. So congratulations now tonight for earning her victory over Grayson Lyons by fall at 113 pounds. For the Napoleon Imperials, putting them up with two consecutive wins by a score of 12-0, opening up the duel. The final duel score here is 72-12 between Napoleon and Lisbon. We'd just like to say congratulations to Eli Lyon, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Tonight, the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. We also have senior night here for the Lisbon Broncos.
Our coaches are Richard Lucina. This is why facing children first.
Going to the Eagles.
Kevin McLean.
Seniors for the Broncos. Senior wrestlers along with their staffs and managers.
Our assistant coaches, Wyatt Smith and Joe Kern, with his daughter Olivia Kern.
Just stick here till they finish up and then break away. See what more they have in store for us tonight here in the main gym. We have a lot of prelims tonight. I'm not sure they may be taking those over to the home. Done with senior night. Just recognize our Bronco seniors here on YourLabEvent.com. I'm sports announcer guy Brett Bick here. Seniors for Lisbon Broncos, the Bowden Greenlee, also Carter Wallner, Colton Tapson, Gabe Lyons, Grant Lyons, and Levi Sven. Those are your graduating seniors for Lisbon Broncos. They'll be sorely missed. One of the heart and soul this year of the Broncos team. Those 6 seniors. The 5 of the 6 returning state place winners for the Broncos. Bowden Greenlee, 4-time state champ. Carter Wallner, 2-time state place winner. Colton Tapson, 170, 182 pounder for the Broncos. Gabe Lyons, returning state place winner. Placed 4th at state last year. Grant Lyons, returning state place winner, placing 3rd at heavyweight. Levi Spem, returning state place winner. So those are your graduating seniors here for the Lisbon Broncos. We'll go and step away for a little bit of a break. Come back here once we get set up some more duels. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Gwinner, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Folks, it's tax season, and the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. And the best way to learn about your tax situation is contacting Olson Accounting. They'll answer any question you have from an individual or business point of view. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Here, when our path takes an unexpected turn, we keep moving forward. When life sends us a message, we listen. When you're determined to beat the odds, we help you plan for what's next. This is commitment, resourcefulness, determination. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Yeah, welcome back to Lisbon High School Gymnasium, where the Lisbon Broncos defeat Napoleon Imperials by a score of 72-12. We're going to go and transition to the Carrington and Napoleon duel. We're going to start with a new stream link. So if you lose reception here, it's because we started a new stream on yourliveevent.com. Just go to that website, yourliveevent.com. You should be able to find the Lisbon versus Carrington event on there, a live stream event. So this is sports announcer guy Brett Dick. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you in about 5 minutes on yourliveevent.com.